Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with a sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now, on with the show. Hi, you sloppy, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you stupid little fucks, you dirty little fucks. I hope you're all staying home and wearing masks unless you live in Florida because you're trash. Hi, I'm Big Dipper and that's Meatball. Welcome back to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm just kidding. I love the people of Florida. I wouldn't ever say anything bad about you.
and all the Who's down in Whoville. Do you think like Florida is like Whoville and we are all the Grinches? Or do you think Florida is the manifestation of the Grinch and we are all in Whoville trying to have a good time? Does this analogy work? Are you with me? Does it make sense?
I don't know if I know the story of the Grinch that well. And I just watched that Matthew Morrison Grinch musical.
Okay, well, I want to say something that involves our guest, so we're just going to bring her on right away. It's a Christmas miracle.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Nicole motherfucking Byer.
Yeah! It's me!
Nicole, did you... Nicole, did you look at the Grinch on television?
I know. Okay, so I know he's this man who like doesn't believe in waxing. He's also green. He lives like up with his dog. He's like mad about Christmas. The Who's are like weird-nosed idiots who love Christmas.
Sure.
And then the Grinch like steals their presents. But then he like gives them back because a young child starts talking to him, which is like suspect. Like, why the fuck is Cindy Lou Who talking to an older green man?
Exactly.
Right?
Well,
that's the story?
That is the story. That's what is printed on the back of the book, actually. You said it word for word. But we recently had a very in-depth conversation about the musical version that they played on NBC. And there was a casting of maybe a Thing 1 and Thing 2, which is sort of Dr. Seuss crossover, because they're not in the original Dr. Seuss Grinch book.
No, this TV musical decided that they wanted to add them in.
And what were they wearing?
Thing 1 and Thing 2?
They're
not
from
Who's.
No, they're from a different book, right?
They're from Cat in the Hat. Remember, they help the cat, Michael Myers, clean up all the stuff?
Not Michael Myers. Don't do that. Don't do that. But in the music, in the TV version,
did I say something wrong? Isn't that his name?
No,
it's
Mike
just-
Myers. Michael Myers is
Austin
the
Powers.
murderer.
Okay, but is Mike not short for Michael? Am I losing my
You
mind?
are right. I guess it is Michael Myers. I just thought you were talking about the murderer.
Yes, and they helped him too. They did another crossover.
but on the thing 1 and Thing 2 are wearing roller skates, and Meatball was like, "They made a mistake. That should have been me and Nicole
It
on
should have
roller
been the
skates
two of us
playing Thing 1 and Thing 2."
Because they weren't
Honestly.
even doing tricks, and I know
They
that
weren't?
we can spin in a circle. No, they were just on roller skates.
Well, you can spin in a circle. I can stand up and like kind of march in a circle. Honestly, they should have cast us because you could have been Thing 1 who knew how to roller skate. I could have been Thing 2 who did not know how to roller skate, and it would have been comedy.
Yes, and that's what it needed. Some jokes, some physical humor, possibly you falling, possibly me falling after today.
Yeah,
I really
let's
went
talk
down
about it.
so hard.
How did you
Both
fall?
of you have recently experienced accidents.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were telling people about your accident. Do people know?
So, okay, I haven't posted about it on like Instagram or like Twitter or anything, except for like I had a thing with my whatever. But like, I just don't want people to be like, I hope you get well. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Like, I will
Okay.
get well. I don't need the well wishes other than like friends being like, girl, what do you need? And people, you brought me donuts. You brought me coffee cake. That coffee cake was fun because I would zoom by it on my little knee scooter and just keep munching.
That coffee cake is good.
Is your house well equipped for like an indoor scootering?
No, my house is not equipped for any sort of injury. So everything is tiled. So there's grooves every like 6 inches.
Groove is in the heart.
It's just like I'm just really on a ride all the time. There's steps to get into my little TV room. There's steps to get into the kitchen. The only thing that doesn't have steps is from my like office-y guest bedroom to the bathroom, and that's it. So I kind of just sit and
let's
wait.
talk about and wait for it to heal. Just look at the injury and talk about heal.
Yeah. And then leaving my house is hard because there's like 20 steps to leave my house.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's like so hard to get in and out of there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Let's talk about some wins.
Wait,
for you,
yeah.
Nicole.
How did you fall?
Oh, yeah.
We went to Venice Beach today because we were going to try to be like cute and fun. And just in some parts of the boardwalk, there's just giant gaps that are like 2 inches thick.
Oh, no.
And I had been jumping over 'em the whole time, and it was like our last 10 minutes of skating back to the car. And I was just getting off the beach, and I didn't look down, and my front wheels went into it, and I went straight down, like on my arms like this.
Oh,
and
no.
when I came back, I was like, I'm lucky I'm so big, but I was like, my stomach hurts so bad. Because just that was the first thing to hit.
Belly flopped into the
I belly
sidewalk.
flopped on the cement. And it wasn't bad enough that, like, the whole ride, there was, like, barely anybody out there or anything. But I fell down right in front of, like, a houseless encampment where these two guys were sitting on bikes looking at me. And one of them goes, oh! And the other one goes, that's a big guy. So sad.
I'll tell you something. It may not feel good. It probably felt awful in the moment. Recanting it probably didn't feel good. But those two men, you brought them joy. You brought them a Christmas miracle.
Was a Christmas
they
miracle.
will talk about this for months, maybe years after. Tomorrow, I bet you they will be like, do you remember when that man fell?
And I'm just imagining it like being early March. And there's like just a lull in conversation. And the one guy goes, remember Big Boy who fell down?
Like, I constantly think about the people who talk about me and the things I've done in public.
Oh my God.
Like, you remember that lady dressed all in blue who just spun around spinning and screaming? That's what I like to do. I like to do things like that. So you brought them joy, but I'm sorry you hurt yourself.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as injured as you.
I always find it weird when like body parts you don't expect to be tender are tender. Like the idea of like your belly like hurting not from like a stomach ache but from the outside in.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's weird. That's normally just like fine.
Oh, I know it's gonna hurt so much more tomorrow.
Mhm.
It was like that
Yeah.
time I got hit by the car when I was on that scooter. And I got back up on the scooter and I was like, I'm fucking fine. And then 2 days later I was in the hospital like, somebody help me.
God.
That's like when I flew off the motorcycle the second time. The first time I was fine. I like lifted my little leg and I landed on my butt and it was like a little bruise, but not really. But the second time I like slammed my knee into the pavement, but I like got up, walked away, drove home, and then woke up the next day and was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that one
broken.
you were very injured, and I remember you didn't tell anybody that one hurt.
Sure
You would
didn't.
just kind of limp into a room, and I was like, I guess it was more serious than I thought. And then you lifted up your leg, and you were like, no, look at this scar I have. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I just didn't want people to be like, see, that's what you get for riding a motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't want people to be like, you shouldn't be touring on that. Because I truly was walking up and down the corridors of the airport. And then I'm too proud. So I wouldn't do early boarding. I wouldn't call for that little cart. And then I think Jesus was like punishing me because all of my connections were on one end of the airport to the other end. So I would just be like hobbling just real hard trying to make my flight.
It's always been a dream of mine to get a ride on one of those carts in the airport and just look at everybody else while they're walking.
I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things where I'm like, I did this to myself. So I got to sit in it.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Maybe I am sick in the head.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and talk about your farming skills.
Ooh.
You know, there is a lot to be pissed off and annoyed about these days, but honestly, I wake up in a good mood every morning.
Ooh, why is that?
Well, my mattress, gal. It's so comfortable, I can't help but wake up in a good mood. Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Oh, that's the tea, mama. Helix Sleep makes personalized mattresses made right here in America and shipped straight to your door with free no-contact delivery, free returns, and a 100-night sleep-free trial.
To choose your mattress, Helix makes a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you.
If you like a mattress that's really soft or firm, you sleep on your side or your back or your stomach, or you sleep really hot or you sleep really cold, with Helix, there's a specific mattress for each and everybody's unique taste.
How do you sleep? I literally sleep on my back, on my side, on my stomach. I'm like...
You roll. You're a barrel roller.
I'm Tina Turner.
I start sleeping on my stomach, but I roll throughout the night too, which is kind of annoying for Michael, which is why we got the California king size baby, because there's enough room for both of us, and I don't bother him.
I love the thought of having a mattress that fits with how you sleep, because we all do it differently. So
yeah.
So just go to helixsleep.com/sloppy, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life.
Yeah, they have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights, risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but trust me, you will.
So right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders.
Get up to $200 off at helixsleep.com/sloppy. Breaking up with your old wireless provider just got a whole lot easier thanks to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is introducing their unlimited data plan for just $30 a month. Let that sink in. An unlimited plan for $30? How much is your soon-to-be ex-wireless provider charging you?
All right, so for many people that hate their phone bill and are ready to just cut ties with big wireless, Mint Mobile offers their premium unlimited plan for just $30 a month.
By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of a retail store, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you.
That's right. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts.
And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee.
So break up with big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile's premium unlimited data plan for only $30 a month.
All right, so here it is. To get your unlimited wireless plan for just $30 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/sloppy. That's mintmobile.com/sloppy. Cut your unlimited wireless bill to $30 a month at
mintmobile.com/sloppy.
Okay, we are back. How is your harvest, Nicole?
My harvest today was really great. So I am not farming myself right now. The nice man who lives with me, I tell him what to do, and he's farming for me. But
also, it's like a real life version of that Facebook game, Farmville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I have a human playing Farmville for me. But I'm growing. So the thing that's the easiest to grow are tomatoes. So I have heirloom tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. And today I ate one of my heirlooms, and oh boy, was it tasty. It's real sweet and delicious and like firm and juicy. And then my cherry tomatoes, boy, they're so juicy and firm and really cool. I love them so much. And my cucumber that I grew, I only grew one. It was so good and yummy. I can't wait till they're in season
Are
again.
you opting to grow just small batches, or is it because it's like hard to grow them?
It's small batch
It's
artisanal
small batch
home
cucumber.
Yeah,
farming.
it's
just the
artisanal,
one.
one tomato at a time. You can't make a meal with the harvest.
Yeah, you also, I remember when we brought the coffee cake, you were like, I got you guys tomatoes, and we were like, yes, and then you brought them out and it was 2 tiny cherry tomatoes.
In hindsight, that's embarrassing to give even adults.
No, it was really
2
funny because then we
cherry
made a
tomatoes.
salad with them, but it was just like we each had one little tomato on our salad.
In the moment, I was so proud. And I was like, you brought me coffee cake. Please have some tomatoes. Do this. You got like a hint of tomato.
The essence of.
I don't know how to like grow more because I've been growing them in pots. I think I would have to like have land.
They probably just need like more root space or something.
Something like that.
It's probably just more plants because if you have a bunch of plants, then when you harvest, you get more things, right?
You are right because I have two. I just planted another heirloom plant next to my other heirlooms because I was like, you need a friend. I also talk to them. So if my neighbors are outside, they're like, this woman is crazy. And then I had a full-blown meltdown like 3 weeks ago because I was like, I have to ask John and the nice man who lives with me to do so much for me. I won't ask them to water my plants. So I was on the toilet and I pulled myself up on the window and I said, I'm so sorry, my babies, you have to die. And then I just started crying. Because I talk to them every day and I was like, I have to let you go. But now I haven't been upstairs in like 2 weeks, but when I go back upstairs, I'm going to tell them that I miss them and I love them. Because I would every morning be like, yum, 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 who's thirsty? And give them water.
Oh, you're growing them in the house?
No. So I have a little outside thing upstairs, a little ledgy thing.
Veranda?
But you had a pretty sizable watermelon. Like it was a pretty big one.
Yes, but I opened her up and there wasn't a lot of meat. So I think what I did was I bought a pickling watermelon. I think they're like little baby watermelons that like people use to pickle. And like they pickle the rinds, I think. I don't know. I posted about how tiny it was.
You're talking to the right picklers over here.
You know we like to pickle stuff.
Wait,
over
really?
Here
I didn't know this.
We had a pickle making competition.
Ew.
Where we each pickled stuff and gave it to each other. And then we're going to make Coolickles.
Oh, yeah. Bob the drag queen told us about Coolickles, which are pickles that you steep in Kool-Aid. So they're sugary salty.
You know, I love Black people. I really do. I love us as a people because that's it. They're like, we will get diabetes with anything we eat. That's wild. That's so funny.
Bob, they claim that Coolickles are the way to go.
No,
are you
I don't believe Bob.
Person?
I'll fight Bob. That's not right. That's not right.
I do have a question for you.
For me?
Wait.
Yes, Nicole. Oh, wait. No, go Meatball. You had a question.
No, it was just more pickle talk. You can.
Oh. I just wanted to know if you know where, in fact, the money resides.
I think it resides within you.
Yes, it's an internal joy. Meatball, do you know what we're
right?
talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So he's this Black guy who I don't know why I said he's a Black guy.
He's a nice man who works at a Honda dealership.
Yes, he's a helpful Honda dealer, and he sells cars, but he makes videos when he sells cars, and he pops out of the trunk and he goes, "Where the money resides, where the money resides, where the money resides," and he's so funny. And I would love to buy a car from him. He's already trademarked where the money resides, and he's already selling merch. And it happened the day after he went viral. Like, he was like, I'm going to do it. And then did it.
That is, in fact, his voice. He's so funny.
So it's
because
Candy Muse. Now it's time for a special segment called Candy Muse News. This week in Candace Muse News, she announced that she will be in Orlando, Florida on January 1st to premiere RuPaul's Drag Race to a live audience of people.
Really?
That's Candy Muse's news this week.
You know what else I saw this week on Evan Ross Katz's Instagram? That big photo of Alyssa Edwards hosting like 25 people in her Texas home for Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy.
All white.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Well,
I wish maybe everyone got tested. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah,
but I just
maybe
wish
she's like Cardi B and spent $60,000 on rapid tests for her entire family so she could have a party.
Wait, that's wild. $60,000?
That's how much Cardi B spent.
That's
'Cause
truly
she had,
insane.
She had people for a whole week or like
Oh.
a whole thing of festivities. She got like blood tests, or not blood tests, but like lab tests and rapid tests. She said she spent $60,000 on it.
But
I mean,
well, they are
honestly-
like $300 or $400 a piece for a rapid test.
That's,
And if you
oh
do it
my-
every day for like 25 people or whatever,
But
and
I
then
will
the
say
service
this,
and
I bet you nobody got sick from that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to fucking party, that's the money you
You
gotta,
gotta have
you know,
the money.
like pull up that money and I'll come to your house.
yeah, where the
but-
money resides.
Where the money resides with Cardi B. That's where it
That's
resides.
where the money resides.
Here's the thing. I feel uncomfortable listening to your podcasts, although I love listening to them.
Uh-huh.
It just feels weird because there's stuff that you'll talk about on them that like we'll talk about later.
Mm.
And I don't want to be like, yes, I already heard that, girl. I know.
Yes, I think that's the issue with listening to your friends' podcasts
Yeah.
because then you're like, oh, I'm just getting the information again.
And also you're like, wait, I thought that was special for me and you to talk about, but you talk about that publicly for the world to hear. You know what my sister said to me yesterday on the phone? She was like, I finally subscribed to your podcast. And I was like, don't. What are you
Don't.
doing? Don't. She goes, and I told I call my dad Papa, which is like a weird thing about me.
I gotta
It's not.
leave meeting.
But
It's not.
she was like, I told Mom and Papa about it too. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Because I taught them about listening to podcasts. So I showed my dad how to like find podcasts on the phone.
Mhm.
And they know that I work in podcasts, but they've always been like, what's your show about? And I'm like, it's not for you. And I've like very aggressively told them, don't listen. And then she was like, yeah, I sent them the link. They said they're going to check it out. I'm like, we spend at least 30 minutes of this show just explicitly talking about me swallowing cock balls, cum, and the like. Like,
Did you say
this
that to
is-
your sister?
I did. I said, this is not the show for you.
My
I know.
sister listens to Why Won't You Date Me, which I think is weird because I talk about, like wanting to get fucked.
You also
And
talked about her a
that's
lot
all
in
I
the
want.
beginning, right?
Hmm?
You also talked about her a lot in the beginning, right? Your
Not a
sister?
lot, but like, yes. And she was,
She like, please don't
She-
talk about me.
no, she's fine with it because I've only really said things that like she's small, she's quiet, she loves Jesus. And she's fine with that. These are all true things. And then any story I've told like maybe 2 stories of her dating, and I asked her before I could say it, like before I said them. I don't want her, she didn't choose to have a sister who does things publicly. She was blessed with it.
That's like that little doc that came out about me. They asked for a bunch of pictures. So my mom sent me a bunch of like family photos. And then like later was like, wait, is this going to be like public? And I was like, yes. And she was like, we'd love our faces to be blurred.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could just not use it. And I was like, I completely understand.
Yeah, because then it's like people, if they get mad at you, start to like say things to your family and like
Mhm.
find your family and shit.
Someone
People are
sent me my
fucked up.
mom's Facebook, like a picture of it. And she's like, is this your mom? And I was like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, that's like, it's invasive and it's fucking weird. Some little kid found my address and sent me a card. So I sent them a card back and I said, this is not who you're looking for. This is invasive. This is fucking rude. I hope you learn more in Zoom school than you learn from your parents. But I addressed it to their parents so their parents would open it first. But I needed their parents to know that, like, you're the adults who enabled this and it's fucked up.
That's
Yeah.
scary. Do you
It's
worry
weird.
about people finding out where you live? Is that like a big...
I just don't want them to come. Like, please don't come over. I don't want to open the door and be like, who are... Also, I look like this. I don't have hair. I'm wearing my glasses. You're not going to get the fantasy you want. Like,
And wouldn't you say that, like, if someone were to Google, like, Nicole Byer fan mail, like, there's, like, a place, like, the show can
There is
send
no
it, or,
place.
like...
but
Oh,
I've
okay.
been giving out Earwolf's address because they have a physical
Sure.
address.
Mhm.
And I keep saying to people, I'm like, I will never get it. I
Yeah.
haven't recorded in studio. And like, not to be rude, I don't owe you anything. I don't have to read your letters.
Correct.
I'm so glad you like what I do. I'm like really thankful. I really, really love it. But like, I don't need to read anything from an 8-year-old. What is an 8-year-old going to tell me?
What's interesting is I did write you a brief intro that we didn't read, but it's applicable to everything we were just talking about. She hosts 7 podcasts. Children love her, but she's sort of hot and cold on them. Actor, comedian, amateur farmer, TV's favorite host. It's Nicole Byer. So there we have it.
I like that.
Thank you. So speaking of dicks,
When was the last time you got dick down, Mama?
Pounding?
What's happening to that puss?
March.
And not the song by Monet Exchange. We're talking about the month.
The month March. And it's now December.
Gee.
It's really upsetting. But here's the thing. And people are like, just go out and get it. I'm like, okay, but I'm fat. And that's like, fat people are more susceptible to COVID. I like keep reading articles about it. One.
Oh, no.
2, I was working. Like they kept saying I was going to work. And then I was like, if I get COVID, then like that gets pushed. People need money because this, like, it's a hard time. Other things are getting canceled. I don't want to fuck with people's bags. So like, I'll just be responsible. And yeah, that's truly the reason. I don't want to like fuck with people's families because I want dick.
So have you gotten into more sex toys? I'm sending you a picture of a sex toy on Twitter right now that I would love to see if you're interested in.
Is it
While we're looking for this, can I just ask you a question? I remember you raved about a vibrator.
Tracy's dog.
Stacy's mom. No,
Can you
Tracy's
see
dog.
this?
Wait.
Oh.
What?
See, no, I don't like that because like you
because it looks like
hold
it's doing the sucking and it's thrusting
but
and it's got like a little worm body.
It's not great.
Oh my
I
god,
don't
my
like
phone
it.
just died.
Was it? Do you need to charge it?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll wait till after.
That's living on the edge. Wait, you let your phone get that low on battery?
I was napping before this, so it was just.
Wow.
Anyway,
My roommate lets it die, and I
wait,
think
is that not okay? I let my phone die all the time.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying I like freak out when all my things aren't like fully charged and working. I have that much anxiety. So I was just impressed that you're such a
baby, you know
spirit.
I like to disconnect. You know if it dies, I'm like, well, guess I'm not taking phone calls for the rest of today.
I'll let it die sometimes. Sometimes
What
I'll
I-
just leave my phone in a different room and be like, I don't know where it is.
Freedom.
Or sometimes, remember
Bravery.
when we were on Halloween, you just kept losing it? You were doing fine without it.
Yeah, I had no idea where it was at all times. And then as we were leaving, I was like, I don't know where my charger is. And then Michael was like, here, it's in your bed and the only outlet in the, like, it's here. And I was like, thank you. I was a mess that Halloween.
It was great.
This past Halloween, we ate Molly. And then everyone went to bed, and then Sashir's man was still awake, and I was like, I better eat these fucking mushrooms. So then I ate mushrooms, and he's like, I have to go to bed. And I was like, I better drink some vodka. And then I was just like alone, just like vibing.
It was like 4 a.m. I went to bed at 3 or whatever, and I knew y'all were still out there because I heard the returning for more vodka in the kitchen.
I
It was a
love
good
just
time.
like being fucked up alone, I guess.
I love
You
getting
guys
fucked
made
up
a
too.
really good pod. Your little
Yes.
squad is like, that is a good time.
It was nice. It was nice and fun.
So
I
back to you
can't go
getting
anywhere ever
pounded.
again, so I'm like,
Yeah, no, this is what I wanted to ask about that vibrator. Why is it called Tracy's dog? Is the dog licking the vagina? Like, is
I
it
don't-
that peanut butter trick for the dog to eat you out type of thing? Because that seems like it's crossing the line.
Maybe it's a play on like, I truly don't know, but it's a clit sucker, and then it's like a U shaped, and then the U goes in your puss, and then that also vibrates, and when you do them at the same time, you fall out of your bed, and that's nice.
Yeah. Every time you're talking about it, I was like, this machine sounds incredible. I can't believe she's buying them for people. That's so cool. What an amazing thing. Why is it called a dog?
I don't know,
that's
but that
all I thought about the entire time.
That was one of the worst bits I've ever done.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Nicole was in some city talking about this vibrator, and no one in the audience had heard of it or used it. I don't really know the full thing. All I know is that you promised to buy every woman in the audience one of these vibrators if they emailed you, and then you did it.
Well,
A
I was
hero.
with Sashir. We were in Tempe, Arizona, And I was doing question and answers, and this girl's like, I've never come. And I was like, well, you got to get a Tracy's dog. She was like, I've never heard of it. And I was like, you should read the reviews on Amazon because the reviews are wild. And then a bunch of ladies were like, I've never heard of it. I was like, well, if you email me tonight, I will buy you one. I was also like pretty drunk at that point because we were drinking champagne through the podcast. Behavior. And then 200 women emailed me. And I was like, well, I have to do this. I said I would. So then my friend Eleanor, who's like my sometimes assistant, she started like fulfilling the orders, and then Amazon kept kicking her out, being like, this is fraudulent activity. I guess they're like, no woman needs all these vibrators going to different locations. But then someone on Twitter was like, I like complained about it. I was like, I can't believe I did this to myself. And she was like, I work in the sex toy business. I'll contact Tracy's dog for you and see if they'll fulfill it. And I was like, okay. And then I wish I could remember her name. I'd have to really scroll back through Twitter. But yeah, then they reached out and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And we'll do a promo code. We just ask that you like make a post about it. And I was like, okay. And they're really great. And they sent me more toys. Because I think it boosted their site. Like people still are like buying it, and people are still emailing me being like, are you still fulfilling it? And I just like give them the website, and they'll email me back and be like, I bought it. So it's working for them.
Wow.
That's amazing. You've really changed people's lives.
You know, I'm just trying to help people come. That's all I want. Everybody to come.
I do it with my mouth.
Here's what I want for you.
What?
I want you to come, Nicole. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to figure out how to get a nice little sex worker.
Okay.
We're going to dress him up like Superman just because. We're going to have him pretend like he flies through your window and he's going to do a little jump.
Mm-hmm.
He'll show you his negative COVID results, and then you can do whatever you want with him.
Honestly, I think I might do it in the new year. Like as soon as I get my little air cast off, I'm doing it.
Okay, well, I have some images I'd like to show you because I know you mentioned this in the past. No, I think you're thinking that I'm going to show you people we're going to buy for you, but that sounded wrong. Also, people were going to pay to participate.
No, the people you're going to buy for me.
No.
Yes, you're going to buy me people.
No.
Yes, I will have
No,
people.
No, but when we were talking, I feel like I heard you talking about like COVID safe vaginal glory holes.
Yes, I can't find one.
What is a vaginal glory hole? Is that not just aren't your
Detox
legs just...
on Twitter said it's called
I was going to say, aren't your legs just through a wall?
Yeah. Well, I guess it'd be like a hole. See, I don't need to be chained up.
Well, I think it's for support so your legs can stay up.
How
this
are you
is
supposed
wild.
to know if those are the real girls back there, you know?
Okay, so what can you describe what we're seeing?
So yeah, okay. So it's a person who's like that sawed in half trick, except it's a wall. One side is the torso and the head, the other side is the butt and the puss and the legs. And the legs are up in a V and they're chained up, so you can't lower them or anything. But I would be so sad. What if someone didn't want my pussy? What if everyone around me is getting fucked and I don't get fucked? I would cry.
Do you see this pool
of
liquid?
Yeah, because she cummed. She cummed. She
cummed so hard.
She cummed so hard.
Photos.
She's a squirter. Yeah, there's a photo above their open legs of, I guess, what their face is. But why not show their face? Oh, but if you look in the back now, this one is, okay, her legs are spread, but she's up eye level.
Yeah, so you don't have to bend down to
You don't got to get down there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, can you imagine just the smell of all those straight men's balls?
Look at her. She's on the receiving end. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look like she likes it.
No, I would definitely do this. So I have to go to the Czech Republic?
I think it might be safer to just connect with someone and fuck them rather than get on a plane and fly to the
I'll wear a mask and a shield. I just got to go to the Czech Republic?
We hear tick, 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 tick. She's orbits.com. Do people still...
Orbits? I'm going to fly Delta. I'm a diamond diva.
So you just go directly to the Delta website and buy your ticket, right?
I do. I only really fly Delta. I love Delta.
I do too. Everything's just cleaner.
It is cleaner. American Airlines is disgusting.
Trash.
Ugh. And then United, they're always like, should we send the oldest plane? Yes. Like, I was on a United flight and I was like, I can see the sky from the floor. Like, this is sick. This is not right.
Wait, are you implying the airplane was threadbare?
I mean, we were like Fred Flintstoning it. It was like clunkety clunk. Like, there was things moving when we took off that I don't think should have been moving. United is not safe. Also, did you see that somebody died on a United flight from COVID and then they didn't do contact tracing?
That's
going
insane. on? That's
Yes.
the second COVID death on a plane, because one was a woman and this was a man.
What?
One was a woman, or I guess the United one was a woman.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, United was the man. I think Spirit was the woman. Spirit didn't even notify the CDC. Like, I don't know how everyone found out about it, but like they didn't do their due diligence. And then also in the article, they were like, the woman had asthma and was obese. And I was like, we don't have to drag her. She's dead.
She's dead
like,
now.
like we don't, who cares?
That is so intense. I wonder how many people die on airplanes. Probably a decent number.
I mean, I used to fly like almost every week and I've never been on a plane with a dead person.
Have you ever been on a plane with like an unruly drunk person? I
mean,
haven't. It's usually
I fly
me.
a lot, so yeah. The best time I was ever drunk on a plane was we were drinking we were leaving my friend's wedding. We were drinking before we got on the plane. I got on the plane first because I paid for first class. Everybody else was in coach. And my bra broke, so I took my bra off. And then the flight attendant was like, I made an extra vodka soda. And I was like, I'll take it. So then I was double fisting by the time my friends got on. And they're like, look at Nicole. She's double fisting. And I was like, and I took my bra off. So, I was really fun for that whole flight. And then at one point, the flight attendant was like, do you want to? Of course you want another. And I was like, ew, but yes.
That's what I don't like. It's like, don't judge me because you're offering me free drinks. Of course I'm going to take them.
Yes.
They're tiny. It's not like I'm in a club.
No.
God, I haven't been drunk in so long, but do you feel like it makes flying feel like you're on a bumpier ride? Or it's like
no, it smooths it out for me, baby.
Smooths it out, okay.
Peanut
Smooth
butter.
it out. And then also, you can like fall asleep faster.
Yes.
If you slam like 3 drinks back to back and close your eyes, you're done.
I always start, if I have an international flight, I get trashed at the bar. Like, I'm stumbling onto that plane. And I fall asleep, mouth open. And just,
Oh, God.
I'm just down for the whole flight. Delicious. 13 hours. Who needs it?
Yeah. When I flew to Australia, I got hammered on the first, 4 hours of the flight, and then slept for 10 hours. It was stunning. I was like, we should all fly like this.
Did you fly in the kind of seat that you can like turn into your own private cabin or whatever?
Yes. I had enough miles that it paid for half of it. And then I paid out of pocket for the other half. It was a lot of miles.
Feels really good, doesn't it?
Oh, it was so nice. I was like, I don't know how people travel economy overseas.
Girl.
With a prayer. I just told you how we do it. We get really drunk.
All right. I have a question that is, I often like to ask a bigger, thoughtful question that Meatball sort of rolls his eyes at. But here's my question.
Do you believe in love?
No.
Oh, no? Not that
Life
deep and
after love.
thoughtful?
That could be the question.
No, you ask yours. That was a joke.
Oh, okay. My question is, there's a lot of vibe in the millennial age group that hobbies sort of turn into hustle. If I paint pictures like this, ultimately, inevitably someone will be like, you should open an Etsy store, or you could sell your tomatoes at the farmer's market. We have this gig sort of hustle mentality. You have turned so many things of your life into things that you can monetize and make a living off of, like your podcast is talking about your personal life. Do you feel pressure to monetize things when you're good at them, or turn things into a revenue stream? Or do you feel like now you're in a place where you're like, oh, this will just be my little project?
That is a good question. I do not feel pressure to monetize everything. like I get asked a lot. They're like, your podcast is super personal. How do you feel about putting all of your personal information out there? And I'm like, there's stuff I keep to myself. Like, I don't talk about everything. And then I was like, maybe I'll do an OnlyFans of me pole dancing. But then I was like, that would take away, I think, the joy of it, where I'm like, oh, I have to keep posting content.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I truly, I don't feel the pressure because I kind of like to keep my treats as treats. But that being said, if you're good at like drawing or whatever, and like people are like, you should open an Etsy store, it's like, maybe you should. And then because like if you love drawing that much, like why not make that your career? That way you enjoy making money.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, if you have 100 little things that you're trying to monetize, what are you actually enjoying?
Right. And what if you know, like want to draw that picture for an hour, but because you have so many orders, you can only spend 20 minutes on it. And then you're like, this isn't fun anymore because like that kind of thing. I especially in the state of the world right now, it feels like anything you can turn into a hustle that can make money is a good thing to do because everything is fucking, not working for people. But it is
wild that we're all like bartering with each other. If you think about OnlyFans, it's like we're bartering with each other.
Yeah.
I have the goods, my titties. You have the cash. You want to see them. So we take out any sort of middleman, and that's how you get to see them.
Also, it's like, I feel like there's like no shame to it either. Because I'm just like, listen, there's a lot of people's dicks out here I want to see. And if it's available, you're getting my $9.99.
Yes.
What did you say, people? You were like, if I know you, if you're my friend and you have an OnlyFans, guarantee I paid for 1 month for it.
I paid 1 month because I sign up and then I immediately like unsubscribe.
Same. That's what I do. I just love OnlyFans. I love it so much.
I've never looked at an OnlyFans account.
It's fun.
Wait, what? You've never looked at someone's OnlyFans account?
It's fun.
No, I mean the only time I did was through like Willem in Alaska. Like looked at all like a bunch of the Rue girls, like their OnlyFans accounts.
They're all doing it wrong
for a video.
Aja's on there fully getting smashed out. Her back blown out though.
The Vixen is doing it right.
Who is?
Milk?
The Vixen.
Oh yeah, the Vixen.
Oh, she's giving
Tony
you like
Undressed. What is it?
Tony Untucked.
Tony Untucked.
That's her, and her Twitter as well is Tony Untucked. She has two Twitter.
Here's
the Vixen.
She got the meat.
Ooh,
she got the meat. She got the meat. She got the meat. Yeah, she got it.
Milk.
I
was hoping Milk was gonna show her little dangly, but she didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess OnlyFans you don't have to, but for me, that's what I'm going for, and I hate that like I have to pay for it before I see the goods. Because do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish it was like,
needs to have a thing on it that says like explicit or just like art or something. There needs to be categories.
I need OnlyFans to start doing a watermark because I don't want people's content being stolen and like placed somewhere else.
And it's happening a lot now.
Yes.
It happens a lot, but I will say I feel like I was listening to a report about the like copyright, whatever. Anyhow, OnlyFans has tons of these like Autobots combing Pornhub and XTube and other things, and OnlyFans content gets like pulled down all the time.
But I don't understand why they don't have the software that Raya has. Like Raya, if you screenshot it, Raya's notified, and then you get kicked off Raya.
Interesting.
So I don't understand why OnlyFans doesn't have that.
Do you think Raya is maybe smaller?
It is. And it's more exclusive to get on it.
Maybe. Yeah, it took 2 years for me to get on it.
What's it like on there?
Yeah, who's on there that you're seeing a lot?
Nobody that's like, I don't want to call people nobodies, but like,
no, you're allowed to.
Let them know it's not John Cena.
They say it's like quasi celebrities, and then I've only seen like Australian DJs.
You're like, it's quasi motos.
Yeah, a bunch of quasi motos.
Kwanzaa-motos.
They gotta get back to the dome. Wait, what is it? The Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Yeah, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he's up in that church.
Oh no! Dipper laughed too hard. I feel dumb and so. Oh no, so did Will. Everyone just laughed at me so hard.
The fact that like Notre was correct and Hunchback of, but the word dome is so funny to me.
I thought he was in the dome. He's not in the dome.
Yeah. He lives in
He lives in the dome, the Notre Dome.
He lives.
I thought it was the
He's
Notre Dame.
in the
Speaking
Church of Notre
domes-
Dame that just that burned down, didn't it?
Wait,
Yeah.
Notre Dome. Wait,
Yeah, that dome.
Notre Dame.
It done.
Wait, it's been Dame the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because
So-
it's like it's the name, right? The name of the French
The
something.
church. It's a church.
College.
Oh, I thought the dome was where the bell was. Right? He rings a bell.
He
yeah,
do
but I
ring
think
a
they
bell.
call that a bell tower.
Oh shit, this is hard.
Wait, but what were you saying? You said speaking of domes, you wanted to talk about the film Biodome starring Pauly
I've
Shore.
never seen Biodome. I don't remember what I was going to say because I have ADD.
Yeah,
Okay.
baby.
And it's nighttime, so my medication has worn off.
Hell yeah.
It's really
but do you
awful.
remember when Notre Dame did burn down and they raised like millions of dollars in like 12 hours, but like they were fundraising for like the rainforest and no money and like all of these other things with no money, but they
Yeah.
saved this like old temple? Very
Because
dumb.
it's a place you go see, it's a place you revere. You're not thinking about the rainforest, and the rainforest isn't in your peripherals, so like people don't care about it.
Exactly.
It's wild. It's wild what people care about in this world is truly out of control. Like homeless people or unhoused. I don't know what the PC thing is
I think
to say.
unhoused is now it.
But I'm just like, there
They
are
say
people
housing
who...
insecure.
Oh, wow.
No, that's too many syllables.
That's a lot. Just people who don't have homes, like, just give them homes.
Give
it's
them
like the
home.
solution's
Okay,
so
I
simple.
was just talking to someone about this because I don't know if you knew this, but I used to live on Skid Row. Like I
Mhm.
was like down there, and there was all these empty buildings
Yeah.
that no one was using, and they've converted some of them, and they've just finally converted one, and it can house 90 people. That's it. That's the amount of people that it can hold. Just 90 people. And I was like, there's all these other buildings, and you spent 3 years building this one building for 90 people.
It's so
The
fucked
city
up.
could just buy these old properties and renovate them for nothing, and it could house 300 people.
It's so fucked up. Like, there's more. I think in the United States, there's more empty homes than there are people without homes. And then I
Mhm.
think it's like Sweden eradicated their homelessness because they just gave people homes. And
Yes.
it's like if you give people a place to like shower and shit, because like I think everyone here is like every person who doesn't have a house is like on drugs, and it's like sure some of them are, and we should do more about drug use and whatnot in this country. But it's like a lot of people are just like down on their luck and like
Well,
end up
especially
right
on the street.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane what's happening right
It's
now.
it's gross. This country, like, I like America, but like right now, it's like embarrassing.
Mhm.
Very much so. And we're going to see just in a few short days, it's going to be December 31st, which is when that eviction moratorium is up. So we're going to see a whole lot of shit going down in January. And it's incredibly fucked.
Oh,
Hit the nail
God.
on the
So
head.
fucked up. I don't get it. It's like, how do you expect people to pay rent if they don't have jobs? Like,
Yeah. And the
I don't-
government isn't helping or doing anything.
it's so crazy. What, everyone got $600 more? And I was like,
Oh, yay.
What
I was
are
like-
some of the best memes you've seen about that $600 stimulus?
ooh, dang. I've seen a lot of good ones.
I
And I
saw someone
can't-
hold up a Ziploc bag of nickels and a 9-volt battery and said, thanks for the stimulus. I also saw one pointing to a picture, like an inset photo of jeans, you know, with
Oh,
like
yeah, with
the
the
big
key
pocket
pocket.
and the little pocket. It said, what you didn't know is that low pocket, that's for your stimulus.
That's funny.
I saw one that was like, for your stimulus, you get this. And it was that packet of coupons that you used to get in high school where it was like, you can go to McDonald's and get you 2 Big Macs for one.
Girl.
It's wild. I think about like every other country giving their people like, I think in England they're giving people 75% of what they made. Canada, they're giving them like $2,000 like a month. Australia gave people a ton of money. Now they're spitting in each other's mouths because they don't have the virus. I'm just like what the fuck are we doing here?
We're a mess.
It's a
and
mess.
on that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Back. Have fun with that one. I'm so excited that you bought that sewing machine.
You sent it and I bought it instantly.
It's the one that Ellie uses too.
So Dipper, Meatball's going to teach me how to sew. So
Yes.
because I keep buying twos of things and then being like, one day I'll have someone sew this together, but then I'll just be able to do it myself.
Yes. And I'm going to bring over pattern paper so we can make patterns of your favorite clothes. And then you can just easily cut stuff out and sew it together so you won't have to like try to fit it or anything. It'll all just already fit.
This is wild. I'm so fucking excited.
It's going to be so
Specifically
fun.
because like companies just won't, they like refuse to make bigger sizes.
Yes.
It's
Or
so
if they
wild.
do, it's sized up, but it's
Yes.
not
And yeah,
fitted
like
to
the,
like
the
go
rise
higher in
won't
the
be
back.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. It's really fucking annoying and it bums me the fuck out. And I've reached out to a couple of brands to be like, you should make bigger sizes. And they're like, no, like, and I don't get why they won't do it. So I was on the Fendi website because I was like, Mama maybe wants a treat for like doing okay this year and you're broken. And they go up to a size 16. All of them are sold out. The 12 through 16 is all sold out. And then
Did you
everything
say-
else is
Which
still
should be a sign for them.
Did you say Fendi or Fenty?
Fendi.
Got it.
Fendi. Fed. Fendi.
Yes, F-E-D. Fendi.
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 All right. Got it. Very good. Very good. We've talked to Nicole.
I didn't want to make a mistake, so I gave
okay,
up.
I'm going to say something controversial. I'm hoping we're back.
We've been back. Yeah, we've been back.
Okay. Is Fenty not good lingerie? Or
don't
is it just like
know.
show lingerie? Is it like it's cute for like a couple wears, but it's not going to last you?
I don't know. I haven't bought any. Oh, wait, that's a lie. I bought a bra and panty set, but I haven't worn them yet because I was like, I'll wear them for my man. And he's not here yet, so they're in my drawer.
He's on the way.
He's on the way.
He's on the way. And I do think I'm going to meet him in 2021. I talked to this like horoscope lady. She was like, March is your month. I believe it. I'm going to meet him in March. I can't wait. I'm going to be like, oh. It's going to be great. That was me choking on his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been doing to practice during these times? Have
Oh
you
my
just
God.
been
Well-
sucking on your cucumber weird?
No,
That
my
one that
cucumbers
you
are
grew?
very small and I can't practice on them.
Oh, they're a Cornish.
Are they pickling? Are they pickling cucumbers?
We
Persian
could pickle
pickling
them
I
for
cucumbers?
you.
keep buying pickling fruits, and I'm like stupid. Well, I killed it. I killed my cucumber finally. I transferred her to a new pot, and she passed. So I have to wait till next season to get a new one. But I at night I like open my mouth like wide before I go to sleep. I just like just to make sure my jaw doesn't get like weak
Tight?
or like or tight.
You're waiting on that nighttime ghost stick, aren't you?
I mean, if a ghost wants to plop one in my mouth, I'm like happy. That's fine. I would suck a ghost stick. I would definitely like at this point in my life, I definitely would. I would do it.
You would join the ranks of who else had sex with a ghost? Tara Reid, Brittany Murphy, Trisha Paytas, and
Trisha Paytas
Kesha.
is wild. I
Did
followed
you see
her
today?
OnlyFans for a little
Trisha
bit.
Paytas posted a video of her performing Suddenly Seymour, but she's every role. I screamed. One, it's genius. It's
It really
very
is.
well edited.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I mean, her voice isn't great, but like neither is the original Broadway recording of it. So,
And
or the
who are
movie
you
recording.
to talk?
What?
I said, and who are you to talk about voices being great? Okay, so Nicole, I wrote, we did a radio play sort of series over a few weeks
Mhm.
back in the day. And there, oh my God, what are you doing? We
Drinking that Captain Morgan.
Is that what they call a handle?
Do you not
This
know
is
what
a
a
hand-
handle is?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
It is a handle. It's in here
It's a
because
gallon.
during my Growler Live. This is a gallon?
I think so.
This is
It looks just as big as a milk jug, a gallon.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Well, during my live, people were upset that during our Christmas special, you didn't have me chug eggnog. So during my Growler Live, I pulled a Trisha Paytas and had a mukbang where I ate a shrimp cocktail, fried chicken, sushi, cheesecake, all the good stuff. And then I chugged some almond nog with rum in it.
Ooh.
And I almost threw up.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Here's the thing, though. If you're ever eating sushi and fried chicken at the same time, you can get a spicy tuna.
Stop. What are you talking about? Don't recommend that to people.
A spicy tuna roll with the chicken on top, the crispy. Delicious.
Wait, what kind of chicken was it?
It was Albertson's fried chicken.
That's not so bad.
It's not the worst. I wish it was Gus's.
I love Gus's.
Yeah,
I just had Gus's the other day.
See, now I thought you were a Dave's Hot girl.
No, I'm a Howlin' Ray's girl.
Oh, I don't think I've had that one yet.
Love Howlin' Ray's. I once waited 3 hours for a chicken sandwich, and guess what? At the end, I happily said it was fucking worth it. And I maintain it was worth it. It was so fucking good. And guess what? It travels well. It's on Postmates. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays, but you better believe Tuesdays through Saturday, you can go. It's not bad.
Is Howlin' Ray's the one that comes with like the options on Postmates is just like chicken sandwich, chicken tenders, or 2 chicken sandwiches in one box?
No, I think that's Dave's.
Dave's.
So at
That's
Howlin' Ray's, you
Dave's.
can get a chicken sandwich, you can get wings, you can get French fries, coleslaw, pickles, and I think that's all that they have. And then they have.
That
they
sounds
have
like a
this-
perfect order.
Ugh, pickles.
Pickles are disgusting to me, and they're just so
Okay.
nasty. So they have its intensity. So it's like country, mild, medium hot, extremely hot, and then there's another one, and then there's Howlin'. Howlin', you have to confirm with them that you're gonna eat it, that you're you understand how hot it is. You have to wear gloves or eat it with a fork and knife, and it is the hottest chicken I've ever had. I ate it, and at first I was like, ooh, that's a nice spice. And then I started tearing, and I was like, I might die. And then and then they were like, dude, we could throw it away. And I was like, no, I'll take it home. And then I let John Milheiser eat a piece, and he puked in the sink because it was so hot. And then I got drunk, and then I finished it. And then I had to call out of work the next day because I couldn't stop shitting, and it hurt.
That is such a beautiful story. I feel bad for John, but I can imagine that. He seems delicate.
Do you know that show Hot Ones? It's
yes, where
YouTube
a nice
internet
man,
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
he interviews celebrities,
Yes.
Mhm.
and
And then
eat
they
hot chicken?
slowly eat hotter fried chicken progressively.
They have 10 different hot sauces
Oof.
on wings, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And the editors are very, very funny because you have to eat a really hot wing, and then he'll ask you a huge question. About your career or your life or something, and the editors just always slowly zoom in and they watch people's bodies completely change. It's very funny.
Oh, that's funny. I'll have to watch it.
You should go on it.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been invited.
Campaign, everyone. We're campaigning for Nicole to be on Hot One. Okay, so what I was saying about the radio play, because we're about to be done with the show. Merry Christmas to you, our Christmas show. We didn't talk about Christmas at all. And
Good, just like our Hanukkah show. We didn't talk about. And you still don't know the rules to playing a dreidel.
I don't know how to play dreidels.
Well, you're not Jewish. I wouldn't expect it of you.
I wish I was.
We are good people. Though I did
Aren't you guys the chosen ones?
Yeah, but I think that's a pretty sort of Anglo, white version of the world, because wouldn't you think that the first people on this earth would be the chosen ones?
Well, black people always say we're the chosen ones. So I don't know.
Did you get your powers?
I didn't get my powers.
Me
I
either.
thought my leg would heal right up on the 21st, and it didn't.
And then you would get a knock on the door, and it would be a strapping man who was like, "These are my negative COVID results."
I mean, I wish. Meatball, did you get your powers?
No. Absolutely not. I got real sleepy.
I've been so sleepy. I think it's because it gets late faster.
Yes.
Sorry.
I think that
Yes.
too.
And yes.
It's already dark outside.
All right. Well, let me get to this radio play so we can
radio play.
So, Nicole,
Uh-huh.
we wrote a very special Christmas radio play
Mm-hmm.
that we want you to star in with us.
Okay.
And so I just emailed you the script. It's a PDF. You're gonna be playing Mrs. Claus if you're down. I wrote it this afternoon. I think it's brilliant.
Okay.
And I'm playing who? Elf on the Shelf
and Santa.
I haven't read it. Is it good?
I think it's pretty nice.
Is
I wrote
it good?
I wrote it this afternoon. It's very porny.
Porny?
Yeah, I wrote it's sort of like a radio play audio porn.
Okay, Mrs. Claus?
Uh-huh. And
all right, let's do it.
Just be prepared. There's probably 100 typos. I did proofread it, but I am dyslexic.
Do you want this Mrs. Claus to sound like me, or do you want her to be older?
That's up to you.
Okay.
And do you want this elf on the shelf to be drunk, or would you like me to be sober for this?
my only direction to you, Meatball, is to make the two voices distinctly different.
Okay.
Okay, so the answer is true.
Okay. So should we start it?
Yes, let's do this.
It's Christmas Eve, the one night a year I take a break from my husband. Santa just left in his sleigh, so I got some time to myself. And you know what that means.
Why no, Mrs. Claus? What does that mean?
God damn it, Clarence. I forgot you were there.
Oh, that's silly, Mrs. Claus. I'm always here. I'm the elf on the shelf. My whole existence is sitting on a shelf and watching and judging and taking notes and reporting back to Santa.
Ooh, so creepy.
So if you're saying I'm all alone, so you know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you must know, I was going to have a little solo time with the vibrator the master toy builder in the workshop made for me. But I forgot you're a little voyeuristic freak who likes to watch.
Oh yeah, I love watching. I like to watch you walk back and forth through the living room, forget where you put your phone, eat cheese from the fridge in the middle of the night, pull a wedgie out of your butt crack. I like to watch it all. But my favorite thing to do is watch you play with your vibrator. It's the kind of playing I don't normally get to see.
Dude, you're really creeping me out. And I'm on a tight schedule here. Santa is probably halfway done by now. I'm sorry, but brace yourself, little elf. You're going bye-bye.
Wait, no, what are you doing? Why are you grabbing me? What is happening?
I didn't throw shot put in high school for nothing. Hold on, little guy.
Please, no! I have nothing to watch in the tundra. No!
Now that I'm actually alone, I'm gonna nestle into my huge beanbag chair, fire up the old Pornhub favorites playlist, and put this vibrator to work. And maybe stop narrating my actions, too. Oh, what the hell? I just got into this beanbag, and now I gotta stand up and get the door? Merry Christmas Eve to me. What is it?
Hey, Chris told me to come by and look at the faucet.
Excuse me?
Your husband.
What?
Yeah, he said he needed help with the pipe or something. Not enough pressure. That things needed to be wetter.
Oh, yes. Surely you should come in. What's your name?
Rod. It's short for Hot Rod.
Well, Rod, I've never seen an elf as big as you before.
Yeah, the elf doctors didn't seem to know why, but I'm basically human-sized, and all my parts work really good. That's why they have me fix stuff, because I'm strong and big, and I can crank and bang, you know?
Yes. Hopefully I will know all about that. So, my husband sent you here when he knew I'd be home all alone?
Yeah, I guess. He told me to come look at the faucet. This it right here? Huh. Doesn't seem like it's getting wet enough.
Well, I think you're beginning to fix that already.
Oh, sweet. Hopefully my tool doesn't get too slippery, because of the wetness.
Well, don't give yourself too much credit. You can actually do some work first to actually get things moving.
I'm ho ho ho.
Chris, I didn't expect you back so soon.
Well, I got a text from Clarence, our elf on the shelf, that I should skip America this year and come early because I had to see something.
Oh, well, I can explain.
Rod, I thought you were going to fix my sink. Why am I looking at your rock-hard elf cock in my kitchen?
It's hard not to look at it, right? Elf dick is pretty cool looking.
When did you get naked? And hard. Oh, boy, this is going to be difficult.
Honey?
Well, let's be honest. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You don't give it to me like you used to. And 2020 has been hard enough compounded with my major lack of orgasms. Damn it, Chris. What do you want from me?
Well, you're not wrong, Martha. I know I've let you down majorly over the last year, and I really wanted to do something special for you. That's why I hired Rod. He's actually not a repairman at all. He's an essential worker, a sex worker, and I hired him to help us reconnect. I'm under a lot of stress right now, and just because I can't perform sexually doesn't mean you need to suffer. But I also wanted to be part of this because I love you. And as long as we communicate and everyone gives their consent, there is no wrong way to have an adult sexual relationship. So I wanted to come home and watch you with Rod, doing whatever you like for the next hour. And FYI, before I hired him, we had a conversation about limits. He's down for everything but scat, Ray, blood, and vomit. Also, when he does roleplay, he's not comfortable with accents.
It's just really takes me out of it. Like saying cock in a British accent is weird to me. I don't know.
Wow, I'm really moved by this gesture, Chris. I think the therapy has really been working. Maybe this Christmas won't be a bust after all.
Well, I'm hoping you bust something. A nut. Ah!
Oh, Chris, I plan to. Come here, Rod. I've got a Christmas feast for you. It's my vagina.
Rock on. Oh, and just to review, the safe word is ooh-ah. Yeah, can everyone say that?
Ooh,
Ah!
Merry
Christmas! What are you working through, Dip?
Not a writing job, that's for damn sure.
It was fun.
It was a radio.
Thank you for indulging us, Nicole.
I liked it.
Well, listen, we've made it to the end of the show.
We made it to the end of the show. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do know that
that meatball?
Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. Send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. You can follow us on Instagram at Big Dipper Jelly and Spiciest Meatball. I'm Fat Drag Meatball on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which will now come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog. To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media.
M.O.M, hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball, mixed and mastered by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork is drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.